Hello, everyone. We have our special guest today. I think by now you can see I'm being joined by Ivailo and Sami, and they're going to tell us what they're working on and if we can use it or like what is it going to evolve into. So nice to meet you, Ivailo, Sami. Nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, great to be
Thanks for
here.
joining us, especially also in our live as we were announcing you'll be joining our live. So I know many people know you, but I think it makes sense to introduce you a little bit. And if you can just tell us a little bit what you're currently working on, what you're building. I know you've been working quite very hard on a very interesting project. So if you can just quickly introduce us to that.
Yeah, let's. You can
Sure.
start.
So, a short introduction from myself. As you mentioned, my name is Ivailo Sekulichki, and I've been in the corporate world for pretty much 17 years before I decided to go into entrepreneurship and building my own company. So, after I met Sami, I found a partner in crime that is also passionate about business, health, and making people's lives better. So this is what we decided to do. We decided to build a company that's going to allow us to make the lives of people that have a very sedentary life, being office workers like me, better. And we decided to do it in several ways. Obviously, by having a application that's going to allow us to utilize the screen time everybody's having nowadays to actually build some healthy habits, and of course utilizing the expertise of Sami within the wellness world to digest some of the confusion that's out there because of the amount of information out there and concentrate it into lectures, workshops, together with other, of course, coaches that we found professionals that we can work with. So we decided to build this comprehensive corporate wellness program that's still evolving, just like we are evolving as a startup and as a company, to really deliver something that's going to be useful to the business and mostly to the end users, which is the employees of a company.
Yes, my name is Sami Hosni, and I've been working in the fitness industry for the last 13 plus years, helping people get in better shape, improve their health and overall lives by introducing information and improving their habits, day-to-day habits, which is the most important thing because the big changes are achieved in long-term, um, let's say, by
Yeah.
setting long-term goals and improving your day-to-day lifestyle. So yes, with Ivailo, we built this corporate wellness platform. And in the beginning, we thought that what people need is more information, more structured information, and more tangible ways to improve their habits. However, by the time that we've been building the platform, we realized that the communities lies in the middle and in the center of actually improving other people's lives because we are social creatures and we like to do things in teams. So we've been
Got
working
it.
on
Okay, and you
mainly
said social
improving
well-being
yes.
platform. So, I mean, uh, it sounds like this is a huge need that the whole world needs, right? Like everywhere where you have corporations and you have office workers who are sitting the whole day, I guess like they need to move and take care of their physical shape and nutrition and so on. So, is it something where you're targeting, like, are you targeting the Bulgarian market or is it more like a global venture or what are you currently working on?
Well, we started with the Bulgarian market, but very quick we went outside of Bulgaria because as software as a service product, we very easy to reach Bulgarian like international company with office in Bulgaria, and by penetrating the market from there, we went outside and been working in Israel, United States, and London,
Nice.
and Hong Kong as well. So yeah, we've reached international markets by approaching Bulgarian companies.
And this is where we're very lucky to be in Bulgaria, and that Bulgaria has become a hub for so many international companies. So instead of trying to go to other markets first to try and actually make marketing, we decided that Bulgaria is a great way for us to then expand to headquarters that could be in London, New York, Hong Kong. So some of our first clients actually were pretty multinational, international clients with offices in New York, Hong Kong, London. So we showed those companies how important it is as well to not just do something locally for the Bulgarian employees of a larger company, but let's involve people from other locations and make the company feel like they're part of something bigger, which a lot of the companies in Bulgaria are facing. They are kind of, Bulgaria was always considered, at some point was considered the work horses here, and then we have the sales offices, etc. But this has been changing quite rapidly with time. So our service, the way we've positioned it, was great. That we now can connect the rest of the offices, locations, and to be part of an adventure they go on together, which then builds these connections that, as Sami mentioned, is key to have a social network.
Nice. It sounds like a great story about global expansion starting from Bulgaria, which is, I mean, we always want to hear more and more stories of this type. And maybe one more question regarding, because you're joining the conference, 8th of 10th of November, the startup conference. We are going to have a special dedicated session to you so that people can learn more about the platform you're building, more about the business, and ideally they'll learn more about this global expansion that you're talking about. How do you actually do it? What else can we learn during the session in November?
We, as a startup, we went through every single piece that you can imagine of building a business by structuring a business plan and moving from idea to actually execution to the idea. We know how to create good marketing campaigns and how to market our products. So we're going to give a little bit from everything that we've done, and mainly probably we're going to talk about the importance of bootstrapping your business, because this is how we decided to start with. In the beginning, we were looking more for investors, but as we were just starting to build our product, we decided with Ivailo to create something on our own and develop it, actually bring clients on, and then later, on a later stage, to look for investors. So we're going to talk about the importance of that. And yeah, we'll be open to answer a lot of questions and actually create a discussion, because most of the time what we think is important is not as important for the people that are just starting now.
Yeah, and just to add to it, something that a lot of companies are not considering, at least a lot of startups are not considering in the beginning, is that you don't need to be a hardcore developer to build the prototype, the MVP of your product. So this is something we saw, and we not just saw, but we actually created our product, even though none of us are developers, but we do have a technical background, or at least I have a technical background, which allowed me to start working on our MVP and actually bring it to the app stores and Android stores within 4 months. So we want to share that story and inspire people that, hey, in order to bring something to the market, you don't have to be a hardcore developer. You don't have to outsource to India, which we considered as well in the beginning, but we saw the problems with it. So we've done a lot of research of companies that can help us with building our product, but we decided we're not going to outsource. We're not going to wait for an investment. We're going to do it ourselves to validate our idea and jump on the market as soon as possible. And this has helped us so much. And it also inspired us to be able to bring our ideas into an actual product, which it's an amazing journey for any passionate entrepreneurs to go through.
Nice. That sounds really interesting. Developing an app and a platform without actually hard coding and without having that deep hands-on skills. That I'm pretty sure many people would like to hear how you did that. And like so many of us are walking around with great ideas. So I know that if we had a way to quickly implement them into products and test them on the market, I think that would be very useful. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be a very exciting session with a lot of learnings, global expansion, starting or being global from day one, introducing practical knowledge into a platform, connecting the people, and also how creating low code or no code solutions. Or, I mean, you're going to tell us how much code there is in the solution. So I think it will be a very exciting session. I'm already looking forward to it. Anything else we should tell the people before we leave you and then we meet in November in the conference?
Well, probably they should start working from now on their product, and then generate as many questions as possible, because in 2 months you can do a lot of, in terms of research, in terms of looking for the right people, in terms of actually going through ideas and finding out which one works and which not, and also the idea that deviating from your initial idea and product is something that is very common in the startup industry. You should not hold on to something that you've thought is going to be the main thing for your business. And then if you see that the market is going one way, as a startup, your speed of development is your competitive advantage towards bigger corporations, and then you should use the speed to create and take decisions on a daily basis, multiple decisions.
Amazing. Okay, great. Thank you, Sami. Sorry.
Before we go, something that, again, for people, for us as well, is very important is not to focus on the solutions so much. Focus on the problem. Find a problem you're really passionate about solving and focus on that. And then the solution is going to come. It might not be the initial solution you think is going to be the solution, but finding a problem you understand and you're passionate about solving is key. And once people come to the conference and see that there's multiple ways to skin a cat, obviously this helps. So problem is key to actually then find the better solution.
Amazing. Okay, so many learnings. It looks like it's going to be a very exciting, very, very promising session. Thank you very much once again, Ivailo, Sami, for joining us today, and see you at the conference in November 8th till 10th of November.